What is up, guys? Kempo back here again. Yesterday I put out a video about The Acolyte. It's just finished, and I'm currently watching House of the Dragon Season 2 as well. And you can't help compare the two because they both came out roughly the same time. They both have similar budgets, but you can just see House of the Dragon is just leagues ahead with production value, great writing, and we're about halfway through the season right now, through the House of the Dragon Season 2, and it's been, I haven't read the books, and reading all of George R. R. Martin's books is on my hit list. I'm currently reading Lord of the Rings right now, which is another on my bucket list. Anyways, coming from a TV viewer point of view, I'm loving House of the Dragon. It feels like Season 1, Season 2 of Game of Thrones, and then now with the battles, it's feeling like the latest, like Battle of the Bastards, bringing that in as well. So it feels like a good mix of all that. And as a viewer, I love the chess match between House Green, House Black. I love the dualities between Rhaenyra and Alicent's situations. How they get mistreated as a woman, but how Rhaenyra stands up and still puts her best foot forward and has more passion, shows the Targaryen passion between her followers and her council, even her children, whilst the Hightowers, it's old tradition, they cast aside the woman and they're just kind of using the king as a puppet for their own desires and their own movements. The battle itself from the last episode, I think that was episode 4, I think we just watched episode 5, I think, could be wrong there, but that was incredible. The gore, the scream of the dragons makes you feel terrible for them, the scream of the people, you felt immersed in the actual bloodbath that is what is the battle and what warfare is. And the latest episode, just after the battle, is like how you would expect things to happen. It's like, okay, the reaction to it. Okay, now what do we do now? We need to maneuver other chess pieces. The losses were huge, although a win for the Greens, it was a huge loss, like 900 men, they said. And for Rhaenyra, they lost their biggest dragon, their most experienced dragon rider, and they still don't have a mass army still. So the chess pieces are moving around still. It feels like it has a real sense of scrambling and trying to do the right thing. And the thing I'm loving as well about the House of Dragon, it's not like Game of Thrones where each move is such an amazing, calculated move. They're making a lot of mistakes. Like Christian Cole, he does not deserve to be the hand of the king, but he thinks he's doing what's right. But even parading the dragon head around the streets was a bad idea because people see the dragons as gods. And then you hear the blacksmiths say it's just meat, and it shows that the common people are about to rise up against them. They're not understanding them as much. Rhaenyra seems like she is trying to understand the common people and this council, realizing her weakness isn't battle strategy, is battle strategy. So she's realizing now I have to use other people to push up and strengthen my weaknesses. I am enjoying Daemon's time at Harrenhal and his kind of little journey and characterization. Creepy sex scene between his mum, but whatever. That's just Game of Thrones, House of Dragon shit. But I am starting to get to the point where, okay, I kind of want Daemon to move on. Like, I am one of those people that kind of, okay, is this leading somewhere? It feels like we're dragging on a little bit here, but who knows? They're probably setting up something pretty big there. So, raw thoughts. I'm loving it. I think if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, House of Dragon, and you don't mind guts and almost realistic fantasy setting, like if dragons and all those noble houses are real, then back in the day, then I feel like this is how it would go. It's really full on. It was the Dark Ages. Like, it was literally called the Dark Ages. It was horrible. People were getting brutalized. They were being raped, there being all sorts of things going on, war crimes. The lords of the houses looked down on the commoners. The commoners had pretty much next to nothing, disease-ridden, like hardly any food. I feel this is a great show. There's so much more left to say about it, but overall, I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm looking forward to every episode each week, getting onto as quick as possible. I will put up a video about the comparisons between Acolyte and House of the Dragon, considering they have similar budgets and are coming from source material previously written before. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you in the next one.